Everything's broken.
With
Hello. Yeah. We just getting started.
How far with those names?
Yeah, those names are.
Husa.
Yeah.
Yeah. I hope you get framed in Twitch chat for pronouncing them wrong.
Yeah. I'm going to get roasted. Oh god, I gotta go find the name again.
I know I like live feed, but you guys are casting. I'm just here for like literally a minute.
Yeah, give us live feed. It would be easier to relate to stream if they see what I see. Ugh. I gotta put this image up. I gotta take a picture of these names. Funny. Oh, hello everyone. Oh, we're still a little botched out here. Don't worry about it. Could probably turn off my music then so I can focus. What do you think? All right, I got the names up. Got the stream up. I might just pause. We're gonna have an interesting game today. Would y'all agree?
Oh yeah, no, I guess we're live. So
I guess so.
If we're going, we might as well. Let's do it then.
We're here once again. Well, it is fmell's Monthly Melee. We're back, day number 2. It's going to be the server corpse up versus the funny fingers up, cats. I'll be your host for today, but it is Ryan and Sly Spencer going to be here on the cast. Super excited to see these two teams, and now I'm just here to host, throw it on in, so I'm going to go ahead and send it over to the caster desk, and let's have a little conversation. Of course, we see the map pool and a couple other things, and, super excited, but I'm going to go ahead and send it over to you guys, and, go ahead.
Oh yeah, we are interested today. We got some good maps going on. Is it best of 3 today?
Yes, absolutely.
All right.
So first to 2.
First to 2. Okay, freedom.
What's the difference between a best of 3 and a first to 2? Absolutely nothing. At all. But either way, these two teams. I mean, these are ranked 4 and 5 of the tournament, which doesn't really mean much. All the teams are pretty much close in rank there. But of course it doesn't mean anything because yesterday in our first game of the entire tournament, Team Hee Hee Ha versus the Peaky Blinders, we saw an upset. The number 8 took down the number 1 in the first game of the tournament.
Really?
A thrilling 3-map set. So,
oh my.
4 versus 5, anything's on the table. No, on the rank checker, they're also the exact same rank. They're both ranked 5th. They match up perfectly. So it's not even a big deal. Who even cares?
Right.
Yes.
Do we know any bans? Do we know any map picks so far?
I think we do. I think I know it was Breeze and Ascent that got banned.
Oh really? So it seems like
I think so.
I think I heard we got a bind pick first.
And then the bind pick would be first. The bind pick would be first, which is thrilling, really, because bind. There's a lot going on bind. Mid control is very odd because you got that teleporter right in the middle. Defensive players can
started.
I know you can teleport right through there. Of course it makes a very loud noise, so it's hard to miss it if someone teleports through there. But there's a lot of characters that can fake that teleport, or you can send utility through it with no repercussions. So if you're on that A side and that B side's being attacked, you got a way to get over there quickly. So I'm gonna look forward to, oddly enough, how these teams utilize the teleporter on bind.
It is the center of the game plan for bind. If you aren't playing around that teleporter in a certain way and you aren't drawing attention from the CT side, you're not playing the map properly. It's one of the harder maps to play in normal ranked play and in competitive play like this. It's very, very difficult to utilize it properly. Like we saw Paper X over in VCT using the Yoru strats to constantly fake and deceive the enemy team, pulling them away from one site, trying to catch their lurking picks and whatnot. Seeing what can happen here. Like,
yeah, I think playing the long game on bind, playing it slow, that's really important to really controlling the map. I mean, if you go too quickly, then there's too much of an opportunity to make mistakes. You just don't want to. I mean, obviously, you don't want to make mistakes when you're playing Valorant. Like one small mistake that just rolls into a big mistake. It's a butterfly effect. You misplace a smoke. Yeah, your timing's off just a little bit here and there, and the whole round could be over. So you want to play slow. You want to play tactical. You want to think about what you're doing. I mean, these teams. I mean, they've obviously been scrimming. They've been practicing. So I'm sure they're all on the same page. But are they going to be on the same page when it matters most under the pressure?
We'll find out. And as we saw yesterday, PE Blinders did take the game. And whoever comes up out of this match will be going up against them in semifinals. No losers bracket from what I can see. It seems like it's one and done situation. Quick elimination. For these maps, being able to build that strategy and play around the key points of the map is the best way to guarantee you getting into that winner's final slot, being able to see grand finals. Because something like, something like Breeze, not playing around those long angles, using ops, using guardians, getting those headshots. If you don't perform around those, you're bound to just lose. Like, you can't take the close fights, can't do all this stuff unless you're building your team around that, being able to set up certain smokes, W key your way in, and like especially on bind, missing timings and missing rotates and stuff and whatnot. It's going to be rough if you don't do it in a certain way.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you can only touch on it so much, but it's all. That's why teamwork's so important in Valorant. I mean, it's definitely, you have to be good at the game. You have to hit your shots.
You have to have your aim down. You have to have your coordination.
Of course, you have to be warm. You have to be hot. You got to hit the shots. But at the same time, that can't carry you the entire way. That's only a small part of the big picture here. And I mean, this is about in every esport as well. I mean, teamwork. There's a reason that esports players are so much more advanced than just the regular ranked players in Valorant in every game. I mean, it comes down to teamwork. It comes down to coordination. I mean, even if you guys are just like having fun with each other, you can put the 5 best players on the same Valorant team. If they're just not vibing with each other, if they're not feeling it with each other, it's not gonna stick. It's all about camaraderie.
You have to build that synergy within the team in order to get those game plans rolling. And I'm really excited to see what's going to happen with these teams. It seems like, looking at the names, I mean, Funny Fingers, it looks like they've already got some sort of synergy going up there.
I mean, of course. I mean, their name's Funny Fingers. How could you not? I mean,
right?
I mean, if you got funny fingers, maybe the fingers will also click some heads. Who knows? I mean, another thing is, even though, I mean, these aren't the highest ranked players in the game. I mean, we see a few golds, a few plats are in there, 1 or 2 diamonds in the tournament, but that doesn't really mean much because, I mean, as we've touched on before, I mean, rank in ranked play, competitive ranked play is a lot different than how you actually go into a game and how you prepare for a game. And again, it's completely different.
Oh yeah, it's insane. I mean, you want to talk about the lineups we got here today? Let's spit some names out. Get it rolling?
Yeah, go for it. Let's see who we got.
All right. I'll take over Server Corps then. For Server Corps, we have Koto Amatsukami, Zimon, Waiso, Winsa, Husa, Hazelstorm, and Not Tyrell. Quite the lineup here. I mean, three of the same name. Can't go wrong with that, huh?
Oh, yeah. I mean, when talking about synergy, we got players with the exact same names. I mean, it's perfect. But on the other side, we got another team, Funny Fingers. I mean, and of course, this is the fmell Monthly Melee. And guess who's leading the side of Funny Fingers? Not only the leader of the team, but the leader of the tournament, fmell. And then we also got Dylan, who I've heard is quite correct on the sticks. Got Swag King, High Drive Gizmo, and Bug rounding out that one as well. So, I mean, these teams are equally matched. We got close ranks on each side. It's going to be a good one. I mean, great players, a lot of camaraderie. I mean, you guys can't really see the chat, obviously, because that'd be scuffed prod. But, I mean, hey, they're talking. They're having fun. So everyone's having a good time, and that's all that really matters.
Oh yeah, they're getting the work in over there. You gotta get that synergy up. Any more updates on the map? Do we have a second pick yet?
I don't know if we have a second pick, honestly. I know there was talks of a second pick earlier, but I wasn't given an update. But who cares about the second map? We got map number 1 coming up right now.
Map 1 starting right now. Okay. All right. It seems like it seems like no Winsa is going to be on the team today.
Yeah.
Okay. Seems like I got a very, very general lineup from the defenders over here. I think, Chamber with that anchor, KO, disabling, Viper, a good smoke on this map. You generally see a lot of double controller on this map. Stuff like Brim Viper, Omen Viper. But seeing just the solo smoke is going to be a little rough, especially since it's not dome smokes. And seeing Phoenix Jet, an interesting combo with the Phoenix buff recently, and Jet slowly being worked down and down. They're more on equal footing now, and seeing those two playing together is going to be interesting.
Yeah, I definitely think so. I mean, Jet, it's such a staple for Valorant competitive play for such a long time that even when she gets nerfed, sometimes it just feels right to play the Jet. And maybe you like Jet on bind. Maybe you like Phoenix on bind. Maybe these players at this rank again. It's sometimes it is also about comfort picks. It's about who you feel like you play best on that gives you confidence. So we'll see how these guys throw out these heroes here and how they make them work. As I mean, a double duelist, not too rare. But on the other side, we only got one duelist. Only one duelist there.
Okay, we're having a solo duelist over there on attacker side. We've got Mr. fmell over there, Mr. fmell on the brim. We have Jet going in, KO as well, Chambers, and they've got a few interesting picks keeping it up. But we have a Breach on bind. Not seen too often. One of the lesser known initiator picks for this map. Typically you see somebody like Breach subbed out for another controller or another sentinel. But the double initiator is going to be interesting here. We're going to have a lot of aggressive flashes, aggressive pushes. And since we're on attacker side, it's going to be a real big part of their game plan, rolling it in.
Yeah, absolutely. I think attacking, of course, on the attack, you really want to get going quickly. You want to make the other team feel the pressure. And I think Breach has an opportunity to do that. I mean, as you said, quick flashes, a lot of space can be created with those if you know how to use them right. And just really getting onto site and controlling the site, too. I mean, you got a lot of CC in there as well, just to get to that back site, control the entire site, do some damage too, even. I mean, it's all there for Breach if it's used properly.
Oh, yeah. And I'm very excited to see what's going on here. We're on Illinois servers, getting it real central, keeping that ping kind of even.
Of course,
we'll see what's going on.
Yeah. I'm excited to see what kind of defense with the double duelist they throw out here. I mean,
yeah, we got to see how they split them up, how we get that util going. Here we go. Starting in game 1, round 1. Fine. We're excited.
Yeah, we got a lot going. I guess it's more important to see how these attackers are going to shape up here. I mean, are they going to go for a slow push? I mean, it's pistol round. You don't have much utility, obviously, so it'll be exciting to see that as well.
Oh, yeah, it seems like we're setting up the one-way smoke for A short. And stacking 3 over towards A. Aggressive plays with Chamber over there on showers, it seems. Looks like it's probably going to be a hit considering the setup. I mean, Chamber posted up on flank and 4 going in.
Smoke's down.
See what happens.
Smoke's going down, of course. Taking a look. Oh, it looks like it's going to be a teleport play. I mean, we were just talking about that. The teleport. So useful. Are they going back? They're going all the way back. What an interesting rotation to start off the game here from Funny Finger. Making everyone guess. Dylan leading the way. Makes sense. The duelist there. A lot of question marks. Finally, a fight breaks out here, and Dylan takes a little bit of damage, Sly. Again through the teleporter. I mean, back and forth for these teams. As Swagging going on the peak here. Does he know that Phoenix is in the corner? Doesn't look like it. It looks like Hazelstorm's going to get the first pick as fmell trades one out over on the other side.
Oh, yes.
But who's still holding out here? Yeah, and that's a spike down as well. fmell gets the headshot. Tyrell, a great shot there. Dylan taken out, and now it's a 4v1 bug only has the classic here as well. And with the spike being looked after, it looks like it's not going to go well. And there it is. Hey, a team ace as well. What a great way to start the tournament there.
Start by having to step away right there. It seems like we've got it going. Good team ace on round 1. Server course looks like they're starting off straight.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good way to do it. I mean, everyone gets a kill. And, hey, if everyone gets a kill, everyone's happy. So, we'll see how...
That is true.
We'll see how this second round goes. I mean, usually you'd think the buy on that second round would indicate a win, but it's not always the case. I mean, you got the chamber. Yeah, a chamber out here hit a few headshots and everything changes. Hailstorm gonna go for a cheeky peek here, or a cheeky spot, I should say, up in hookah.
And holding up the Marshall on long here. Seems like we have a chamber that's about to challenge. Oh, might get timing.
Ooh.
Hazel's on the judge. Playing 3. And
wow.
4. Amazing round. And getting KO with the pick. Careful now. What a great way to keep that momentum rolling.
Yeah, that's a great play there on second round for a pick like a Phoenix, you know? You have that quick flash around the corner, and especially with a gun like the Judge, it's very close range. You can use that quickly, pick up a few kills. Great play there by Hailstorm to recognize the situation. I mean, you're not losing much if you die and you lose the Judge. And in the second round, now you got this bonus round, or you've secured the bonus. It's perfect. What a perfect play there from Hailstorm.
We're going to have to see how they play this round, see if they can pick off a few more guns, so they aren't going into the next round having them all with rifles.
Exactly.
But they're still posted up 3 on A.
Maybe expecting the A hit here after a failed B hit. I mean, seems pretty usual. Flash over there.
Pop flash.
fmell can't see a single thing, but that's all right.
Well, we got 2 scaling up showers, though. Seems like they're going to have to deal with the Marshall up on the boxes here.
Got their misses.
I'm going to get the peek on Heaven first, though.
Oof.
And gets the headshot. They don't know, but he's been a bait for the one on the box. They clear him out, but still gets the headshot.
Not quite there. Spike is going to be attempted to go down here after that corner has been cleared. But is it going to be enough? I mean, fmell's going to try to get out of there. Can't get out. Cannot get out.
They do have 1 rifle in play right now on their side.
Hailstorm with the Judge here. Yeah. It seems like they know where high drive is.
And gets double swung. Going forward, 3rd round, keeping up that momentum. An amazing way to stop that buy.
Yeah, not too bad at all. And now you got 3 on the board. Got the 4th round coming in here. And, I mean, you kept 3 alive, so you still have rifles. The money's just flowing here.
The money is flooding it.
The Funny Fingers have to do something crazy here on this round to get back into it.
I mean, yeah, on this sort of light buy here, we need to see what's going to happen, how they're going to play off of each other in order to take out these picks. I mean, Hazel on the shotguns have been terrifying so far this game. Only playing shotgun so far and getting plenty of kills to back it up. And we're pulling out the op here. Chambers going in with that op. We'll see what's going to happen. Still stacking 3 towards A. Probably was going to expect another A hit, but we'll see. They've been able to hold pretty well on B, but 5 manning towards long is going to be terrifying here. Off angle, going to get the first pick and has to pull away off that flash.
Yeah, that's a little unlucky, but he does create himself some space, but doesn't find a single pick. He drops down to a ghost from a rifle.
A rat with the sniper. Okay. Only got the cloud on the op there. Now towards CT side now, though. Oh, still getting hit by the op.
Yeah, that op is too powerful in the back of B site.
And we now have information on where the whole enemy team is. All of CT2 on CT1 on Hookah. It's going to be a pitch
player
situation
standing.
Here. fmell on the Judge, though, holding off in guard. He's probably going to set up for his ult. And then the 1v.
Ooh, just gets a peek there. It's not going to
and it's not enough.
Maybe was unaware of the hold there from the Jet on the spike. I mean, yeah, you didn't really see it coming, especially after the peak. Maybe you think they'd get off for a second, but just sticks right through it, gets it to half. I mean, unfortunate there for fmell. Interesting strategy. Tries to force them into that long position. But now 4-0, and Funny Fingers and fmell, they're now grasping at straws. I mean, you gotta expect the panic fitting in.
Some of that lost eco back. If they don't get this round, they're going to be in the drought for another 2. We're going to have to see some intense plays, some game-changing plays right here. We still have Kodo Matsukami posted it up on the op on short. Might see fmell first.
Oh, Wiza gets 2 already.
Wiza gets 2 in showers, and that's going to be really damaging for Funny Fingers.
Yeah, I mean, that kind of
really strong so far.
It just disrupts your entire push. I mean, you're banking on that shower push. You know, clear some angles over there, find another entrance there onto A. But Wiza takes care of it all by themselves.
Flash.
So I can gonna try to make something happen. Yeah.
Might opt for the orb instead. Probably gonna scale up with his team though.
Flashback.
2 smokes both over towards
Last
default,
player
missing the
standing.
shots on that. 2 and pulling back, but getting traded with the op.
Not too bad. I mean, Tyrell did their job there. I mean, standing on top of the box, completely unexpected.
Unexpected.
Not too shabby. That's gonna be
But
one
High
last
Drive going to have to make some more plays. They know he is towards the showers and getting picked off.
Yeah.
Finishing this round
Great.
5-0. Picking up the
Great patience there as well. I mean, you get the 2 picks on A. Yeah, you kind of figure that they might rotate towards B a little bit, but you're not sure. So all 5 members, they sit tight, they hold their angles, they don't get overconfident, because that's a big detriment to a team as well. You start getting a little overconfident. You win a few rounds, and then you're like, oh, I could probably wide peek this, and then you're dead. You're losing eco, you're losing rounds. So it's good on the side here of Server Core to just stay put, stay grounded, stay confident.
Mm-hmm. As the ranked demons would say, overheating.
You want to play?
Big thing,
Let's
even
play.
in this competitive type of scene and this more coordinated scene, overheating is all over the place. We've all experienced it. And as we can see here, 5-0, there's definitely no reason not to feel some sort of drive going on right now. But here we go, knife towards the lamp. Getting to know that one is in there. Getting hit by the breach done in exchange.
And High Drive does have that. I was just saying, High Drive has
High Drive
that
pulled
ultimate
out
online.
the Tour de Force and does get the pick on the shower. It's TPing off to regroup back with his team.
Yeah, I mean, 2 to 4, one of the best ultimates in the game. I mean, you don't even have to buy a gun; you can buy for your team. I mean, and then it's a free up, a little bit better than an op, some might say. So great.
Any shot kills with that thing. So I mean, you might as well make it worth the 7 ult points, the 8 ult points.
Exactly.
But here we go.
Now it's
Force
gonna be
towards Hookah now.
Yeah, switching up
to clear it out.
Seems like we got a little bit of information. The rotate comes through. Katama.
Break the knife, but the ult to delay the push. Using the flash to try and pull them off.
30 seconds left.
Oh my goodness!
And
Katama
another
gets
kill
two.
back from Kodo Matsukami. Dylan does knock Tyrell out.
One enemy remaining.
Yeah, but that op is just too powerful in the hands.
And the Hazel with the judge play.
One enemy remaining.
Oh,
High Drive
not over
getting
yet.
2 with the ult. This is
No,
this
wait.
is
Seconds
doable.
left.
My goodness, but Wiza sitting on
High
that
Drive
angle.
almost coming in clutch. Wiza picking it up with the op though, going 6-0 into the second half of the CT-sided rounds.
Yeah, and that 6-0 is a great start. I mean, High Drive doing everything they can there to just pick it up, pick themselves up by that bootstraps. Yeah, some great kills coming in.
That is good for the eco. They got to start chipping away at it somehow.
Yeah, and High Drive. I mean, that's gonna let him buy another op too, which obviously we've seen he can make work.
He's gonna put in the work. Might op would not buy though. Might just buy Ghost.
Ooh, just going for a save here. I'm gonna secede this one as Wiza posted up in this heaven spot, looking towards A short. We might find a kill here soon enough as the knives are pulled there by Dylan. Again, playing it slow here is Funny Fingers.
Well, with that op, picking up and dropping off the long angle though. We'll see. Probably gonna pick it back up. Unfortunate peeks out of the smoke. Dylan missing 2 knives, only 3 left. Has to make a play out of these in order to keep it.
Yep.
And does get the one.
Yep. Does just that as Huza goes down.
Aggression. Don't know that anybody is throwing lamps though. They could face it.
Oof. Why is it still posted up?
Yeah. And there it is. The judge play still getting the 1.
The staple of Hailstorm just misses the timing there. Sad Queen does not see that rotate coming through.
Be faster.
And it doesn't matter kill.
Chamber, though.
Exactly.
Oh, but
the
Cher
knife
retaliates, picking up the knives on the trade.
Last player standing.
It's going to be a 1v2 here.
1v2.
But Wiza has shown out time and time again. Gonna fake the plant. Is the judge gonna be enough?
The whiff bot, fmell picking it back up, and what a way to thrifty. Picking it up, put it on the back, back on the board. 6-1. Funny Fingers getting their score up. See what goes on.
Yeah, I wouldn't really say that the judge worked, but it did enough distracting.
It was the distraction.
And hey, maybe sometimes that's all that matters. And that one round can go a long way now. I mean, especially on a thrifty too. You're on a save round and you win the round. Great knives there as well. Yeah, I mean, Dylan pops off with the knife.
This is amazing. Needed to see those quick plays, aggro. That's what I was talking about. You have to get those impact frags in order to help your team push up on that thrifty. Exactly what Dylan did. Exactly what we needed. But now we see here we have the Tour de Force posted up on the A short. Looks more like a default-ish towards the middle of the map, though.
Yep.
Gonna have a try peek first from Dylan. Does get picked off.
Yeah.
Gonna see a trade-off for that op, though.
Yeah, still holding that angle. There's a lot of noise being made towards Hookah here. See if this flash room so I can get anything. Finds the kill. Nice headshot there. Great peek there.
He's gonna get back up.
Let's see how they make this work. Oh, it's gonna be Hailstorm through the teleporter. Uses the ultimate, so has a little bit of security there. Makes it back towards lamps.
It's big damage off on fmell though.
That will be huge, especially, I mean, fmell does have the ultimate online, so the plant could secure at least a little bit of time there, but it would be nice.
The ult pop from Swag King, probably going to try and drive somebody off of the front of sight.
30 seconds left.
And they know that Hailstorm is close. He's going to get the one. Or just get the finish and then peel away.
Yeah, smart play there from
his. Plenty of time to pull up.
The Rolling Thunder comes through as well. They're still committing here. The high drive goes down. Not enough. fmell with that 1 HP, still trying to stay alive.
And they clean up the round. Server Cords going in 7-1.
I mean, at this point, you gotta expect Hailstorm sitting there in lamps with the judge. I mean, like, it's every round.
Hookah or he's lamps. He hasn't played much else on the map yet. I mean, it's one of those two spots. You just have to flush him out with certain types of util in order to get that space back up.
I mean, you do have the breach. I mean, you can clear. You can throw a few flashes around that corner. You can make it work, but Hailstorm, I mean, just killing it right now. And, I mean, not top of the leaderboard, but pretty close to it. Wow. I know, while only using the judge as well as Wise is going to go for a cheeky pick here. Is it got
Wise at the swinging a 5 and gets picked off though by High Drive. High Drive.
But now they know all 5 is here. A great knife there from Tyrell. Takes a little bit of a dink down to 60 HP. Is it going to be enough? Oh, what a shot.
He's going to pick on the flash High Drive though, and trading out on the reach jumping out by Tyrell. Let's get the pick on the crossing over chamber. Trading off again. Tyrell's really good at picking out these trades.
I think on the side of Funny Fingers there, you knew that knife hit you. You knew the knife hit all 5 of you, and so you'd assume that the side of Server Core are all rotating, which they did. You got to act faster than that if you still want to hit that B site while they have all that info. But this rotate's going to come through.
A 2v1 currently on site. Viper might swing out, trying to go for one, but it is smoked off. Might just play it there.
fmell's going to go walk into that smoke. Who's a...
One enemy remaining.
Still sitting there, finds a kill onto fmell. Tyrell finishes it up. It's not going to be enough. And we're at 8-1 already. Yeah.
8-1 on this first half on such an attacker-sided map is rough, especially with their attacker-sided comp. We need to see some more of those plays coming in to make it 8-4, make it 9-3, or else we might be trapped.
I mean, yeah, you got to pick up these last few rounds here. I mean, we're going to get the timeout coming in for fmell as well. They need to talk it over. I mean, at this point, what can you do if you're Funny Fingers to bring this back? Like, what's the strategy going into here?
Exactly. I mean, from what we've seen so far, they've been able to get these trades left and right, but Server Corps has been able to trade them right back immediately. We need to see more of that util coming out to sort of drive them off the angles, drive those ops off of their high ground, and force some more grounded 1v1 interactions, 1v2s, 1v3s. We need those type of things from Funny Fingers in order to pull out these rounds. But Server Corps has been so strong on their defense. It has been insane watching where these ops are posted up. where Hazelstorm has been posted with the judge, and watching it back over again, seeing just these 5-man rushes get pushed back and pulled down by a couple pieces of util from Tyrell has been insane to see. And I'm very excited for the rest of this game.
Yeah, we're going back into it now. A short minute there, but fmell, of course, had to use the restroom, so it's fair.
Fair.
I mean, you'd hope they at least came up with something during that break. Just took a moment, relaxed. Maybe they were getting heated. Maybe hopefully there was no toxicity, but maybe players getting down on themselves. Sometimes you just need a minute to take a breath and reevaluate yourself.
And when you're going up against a weapon like the Judge or the Odin, stuff that can really bring down the mental piece by piece, you might need that second to sort of read yourself. Here we see the util flushing them out, but Hazel's still getting 2 on the crossover.
Yeah, I mean, you did exactly what you had to do. As Hydra does get the kill and the trade, but you do exactly what you need to. You use the utility, and you're just not ready for it. You have to. Yeah, the mental wasn't there. The knife comes in as well. fmell trying to look for at least someone here, as the op still powerful, and that's the spike down as well. It's going to be hard to even pick that up.
Oh yeah, and still having it stacked up to over the long, getting the frenzy kill on Tyrell. This is big here. Tyrell being one of the best anchors they have, but Totomatsukawa picking up the refrag. Getting the finish, high drive, being able to get the site for free.
Ooh, but the flank's coming in.
The flank
Why is it there?
From Hookah, and he's in such a bad spot for that Hookah pick.
Yeah. That's unlucky.
Usa has abandoned the match, so they might need to see a little bit of a tech pause here.
Wait, whoop. Oh, I don't have it bound.
Uh-oh.
You want to play? Let's play.
Down A.
Seems like the round is still going here. In a 3v2 now. Server Corps do have to take the retake here. They have most of the site, but Bomb is down on short. Oh, Jet over here on a quick flank and Hookah.
Oops.
Gets the pick on the all ooh.
One enemy
Have to see
remaining.
a quick fight. Dylan in here getting 2 on that CT side. Still have to fight for the bomb on short though.
30 seconds left.
Just barely missing their heads. I'm gonna get
Spike
the plant
planted.
down. Seeing the Jet rotate back towards short. Holding on the flank. They don't know that he was up in heaven, but now they know he's on site. Seeing that flash come out. Getting the aftershock on triple to stall. Crosses over the shower.
One enemy remaining.
It's the kill on the Jet. Now we're going to scale into Lance to see if he can get his last pick, clear it out properly. And there we go. Tyrell with an amazing retake, taking it 10-1. An interesting round there, considering they did have DC. Still being able to pick it up and get that final kill, thanks to Tyrell. We'll see what happens here. This is going to be a really, really rough next half for Funny Fingers.
Last round before the switch.
And it seems like we've got everything back up and running again. I'm gonna reset the timer and get things going for this last round before the side switch.
All right. Again, I mean, 10-1. That's a hard one to come back.
It's rough.
Yeah, I mean, you're gonna try one more hookah push here from the side of Funny Fingers. B seems to be the best option. Maybe once you figure out, you know, where those boys are hiding. Tyrell's just in such an angle. Another op.
On the quick picks on the op. It's really hard to take B itself because Tyrell on such amazing util and timing swings. Really good to hold down the side as that. But Kodo set up on long, allowing him to fully control this one part of the map that is so good. But as we see here, full smoke down. Tyrell still getting one on Dylan. Oh, and he gets the frag on 3 there. Last one still alive on site. It's an 11-1. Beautiful round from Tyrell and Kodo. Holding down that B site and showing why it's so scary to push those two.
Tyrell, absolutely clinical. I mean, I said maybe B was the best guess there, but I forgot Tyrell was just chilling. I mean, just insane. I mean, hitting the shots, holding down the site, and so much utility coming out as well. The knife, the flashes, can basically do it by himself.
But here we see a Soul Reed 5-man stacked up towards the hookah. We're on a terrifying first pistol here.
Yeah.
As you see, a normal pistol buy over on a survey court or server court. But Funny Fingers deciding to really stick to their name and just buy out these random shorties and whatnot, dropping them out, putting up the classics on round start, and having 5 of them stacked towards that hookah.
So now they know all 5 are here, but do both sides know all 5 is here? It looks like a rotate coming out.
It seems like they're going to take the rotate here, taking it through the teleporters, as we talked about, building that game plan around it. Jet holding to see the dropouts from hookah, though. He's going to get a tag. Going to try and get one more. Get some body shots in, but does TP through. And here we go. Bomb plant. Need to see a full classic retake here from Funny Fingers. Otherwise, this is going to be a 12-1 and a really good Kodo going for the quick pick and getting one. Why is
it's clinical. I mean, one after another. The trades at this point aren't enough. I mean, Bug has to do everything. Gets one, can't finish it off on Huza, and we're at game point already. Map point. And Funny Fingers. Match point. They need a miracle. They need a miracle, Sai.
They need everything in the book. They need that textbook situation here on the force buy. Otherwise, that is map 1 down. But as we've seen, Server Corps is so surgical with how they're taking apart their defense.
Yep.
And how they've just been able to stop these pushes, even on the retakes. You can't stop them. Their defense, even on retakes, is so good. Crosshair placements, util usage, everything in the book.
Who's just gonna put that wall up? I mean, they're already onto site. No pressure.
Taking it.
Dylan does find one.
Dylan does find one with his D.
Another one from Bug.
Bug getting one.
It's not over yet here for Funny Fingers.
They do know one is on flank.
Oh, 2 down
Getting
there.
2 Tyrell and Huza, and here we go. This is the round here. We need High Drive to get 2 more.
Can't find it.
Attackers win.
13-1 Server Corps map 1. Bind was a beautiful map for them. Cleaning it up.
I mean, you'd have to imagine that's their best map. I mean, and hey, that's probably the mindset Funny Fingers should have too. Like, hey, that's probably Server Corps' best map. They probably know that one down. They dotted their T's, they crossed their I's. It's all there. You can't imagine that the next map will go the same way. You got so much Valorant left to play. You know what I mean? You still. Map 1 happened. Map 2 is a different story. Map 2, you refocus. You look at what went wrong and improve. You don't look at what went wrong and say, there's no way we can come back from this. You improve. You keep the confidence up. I mean, come on. You got fmell. The tournament's named after him. He can't go out in the first round. Come on here.
Yeah, like... Oh my, this is an insane first game. Like, as you've said, you can't just dwell on the first loss. Everything can change on this second map, especially with the map we have. We did ban both Breeze and Ascent from what I remember. But these other two maps, anything goes. These maps are insane.
Yeah.
Either way, I still see this surgical defense with Server Corps being on attack next half or on the next map. It'll be not as easy to set up that just undeniable, just nasty defense on that round one. But as we saw, even their post plants are surgical. Their post plants are so formulated and are able to get these picks left and right in order to keep that bomb down. And especially with something like Funny Fingers, their attack, they probably have to fix up their strategy just a little bit. They aren't utilizing all of their tools in order to take out and flush out these angles and just pre-aiming whatnot. They have to get on site with more than just two people alive.
Yeah. And a lot of credit there to Server Core as well. I mean, you recognize that not all that utility is being utilized. You know, the attackers, they don't know exactly where you are. They might have an idea, but they don't know exactly. They haven't flushed out every corner. They haven't found every little nook and cranny. And Server Core is using that to their advantage. And they're not throwing away their shot either. They're taking advantage. They're hitting their shots. They're being where Server Core don't expect it. Funny Fingers don't expect it. Server Core, I mean, they're just playing it flawlessly. I mean, you see a mistake, you have to capitalize on it, and that's exactly what Server Core are doing. I mean, great stuff all around from all 5 members on the field at the same time.
Oh yeah, and I'm very excited for this next map here. Seeing such an impressive first start from Server Corps, I'm very, very hyped for what's about to come. As I need to see more of that defense from Tyrell. I need to see more of those op picks from Kodo Matsukami, from Watson.
Yeah,
seeing more of that amazing controller from Huza and just the spectacle that was Hazel's shotgun. I cannot believe what I saw in those first 2 rounds. Those were so good in setting that tempo. Even with the 1 round they lost, it was so important to have that judge just blow that mental to bits. Yeah,
and you touched on this, of course, in the first map where you have a judge beating you, and that ruins morale for a bunch of people. I mean, like, why is this gun killing me? It's a judge. It's cheap. It's gimmicky. Like, well, how are we losing to this? And I mean, that's also a big part to winning and losing games in competitive Valorant. We talked about camaraderie, about how the teams mesh together, but once that gets broken up, once it gets ripped apart by something as simple as a judge, we can see it go down the drain. So I mean, I guess it's a great strategy from Server Core. Use the gimmick guns, Oh,
100%. And as we saw with the op, getting those first picks at all times, being able to kill from halfway across the map, those are another big hit to morale. As they sort of stopped pushing out of those op-held angles. They didn't take as much A short without fully using it. They didn't take as much B long with Koda Matsukami set up on that long. Those op angles are so terrifying. And whatever map we have next, whether it's Haven or Icebox, both of those maps have insane op angles. Haven, you can't really push up C or A long now with those ops. On Icebox, you have the full A site set up with several different spots for ops to just sit there and wait for you to walk into their crosshair. And on B, we all know the story of B long. You are not pushing up B long there unless you're full clearing with some Silver Util. You're taking it out with some flashes. So, as we saw, Server Corps really strong on those weapons, and we're going to Icebox next.
Icebox is, especially, we see Tyrell instantly pick the chamber there as well. I mean, my God, it knows exactly what they need to do there. I got a Sky coming out too. It's all about the momentum. I mean, you know what you need to do. You need to stick to it. And Tyrell didn't play the chamber on bind, so it's a little interesting to see him pick it up here.
Seeing Kodo probably a stronger raise on this map, or a stronger duelist. Considering that bind isn't such a duelist heavy map, you don't need those types of util push when you have so many smokes and flashes to deal with. But on a map like Icebox, it's very, very essential to have those front pushing attackers and getting them on site to give your team some room to scale up. And considering how Kodo is able to take those picks with the op, it would make sense how he's able to just comfortably switch onto a different role.
Yeah, of course.
Completely get onto site and just start popping heads. And as you see, he locks in the raise. Hazel was the Phoenix last match, but with Sky, he does have more intel. He has
Choose
more intel
your
to use.
agent.
He has those flashes to get pop flash into judge plays. Like, you never know. And seeing Tyrell, we saw how he's that demon of an anchor, and being able to put that trip down and completely forget about a part of the map. He can just fully focus on just one side.
Yeah, and also, I mean, you can teleport in and out. You know, you can hold a close angle at a choke, and then the moment you see someone, the moment you miss a shot, you teleport back, and you're holding the site from the back of site. I mean, so versatile, obviously, on that chamber. So someone like Tyrell, who was hitting their shots last game every single time they needed to. I mean, held down B basically by themselves. Like you said, another great hit.
You saw him cleaning it up. You saw Kodo, you saw Kodo Monster, you saw Tyrell. We were all witnesses to it, but they were so clean on that hole.
Yep.
And I'm very excited for what's to come. But over on the Funny Finger side, we do have Swag King on KO, so we're gonna have some disabling there. No KO on the attacking side, but on defense, KO is really strong. You had info with Sova paired up as well. Amazing intel for that first round. We're going to have the Sage wall set up, and with the one duelist Phoenix, I haven't seen this comp at all before with just a singular second entry duelist before on Icebox. But considering all the games that we have and how they're on such a defensive setup, we'll see what happens, because they have to get more than enough rounds on this defense half in order to get some real damage on Server Corps. And having, fmell still on that controller, Omen is a very scary agent for this map, especially after the Viper nerfs. Being able to be on the other side of the map in an instant puts so much pressure on the enemy.
And I mean, especially when you have that shadow step available too. I mean, you can get to high ground quickly. You can get into an unsuspecting spot. Let's see how fmell uses that here as Tyrell. Go to high ground.
Is scaling up rather fast.
Yeah, gonna go for a quick attack.
The whole team pushing on site, getting flashed off though by the Phoenix.
First kill, that's fmell with the ghost there. With the flash, but find the kill.
Pickup does get killed by fmell there.
Yeah. fmell hiding under heaven, very, very sneaky.
3v4, oh, make it a 2v4 here on the post ramp. It's going to be rough. We have seen their post plants before, as we see Wise a bit getting another pick pulling away.
Yeah, Wise has got to play this real carefully now. They have sights on the bomb.
One enemy remaining.
Is it going to be no? I guess not. Dylan finds ahead of there. A little bit of movement going on, so maybe a little lucky as Tyrell has to make something happen. It's not. And for the first time all day, Funny Fingers have a lead slide. We see it.
This is what we were waiting for. As I said, this defensive type of comp is going to be really good at either holding them off or getting that retake done. Because on retakes, you don't need that hard entry duelist. You can use those Phoenix flashes and those Phoenix walls in order to cut off what the enemy can see and just take him out like that. And as we saw, Dylan getting the running headshot on Liza, beautiful stuff there.
Perfect. Yeah, I mean, you got to assume that's why Funny Fingers picked the defensive side. They had a comp ready. They're confident in their defense. We'll see if they can do it.
You can just fully wall off the tube. Not have to worry about that at all.
Looks like Tyrell's going to look for it. It's not going to happen, as not going to find the kill there from high drive. Not quite.
Dakota being able to run in and grab the sheriff, though. Oh no, it seems like we're going to have somebody else. Sheriff instead. fmell getting the pick on Liza and
down
Bug
B.
another. Being able to sort of pull back and wait.
Bug was hiding over there near yellow. Got a little cheeky kill as the flash comes in from Dylan. Not really finding anyone. Everyone's still kind of in mid there from that attacking side. But Tyrell's cleaning up. Tyrell with the Marshall.
Getting two with the Marshall. This is a game changer here.
Ooh, and the heal. The heal's going to be big there. But does
let
get...
the dart flushing off.
I don't think they know where that Sky is. No, they should know there's...
One enemy remaining.
Here we go. Dylan just pick up the stuff, and Bug getting the frag on Hazel in order to pull 2-0 for Funny Fingers.
Yeah. Or they know exactly where the Ash is. Or Sky.
You never know.
Sky was right there.
Getting a few good picks on their force buy. They're going to be a little bit broken this next round if they don't get this round off. And it seems like a couple of them did force over on Server Corps, but that's fine because they're able to get those frags, they're able to get the impact that they need on this eco, and we'll see what happens.
Yeah, this is an important round for this attacking side of Server Corps. They really need, even if they don't win it, they need to find some good picks here because still a good amount of money flowing around on that defense. I mean, Dylan, fmell, and Bug.
If they win this round, they are fully obligated to full upgrade into this next round. So we'll see. We do have the judge pulled out as well. Have the team scaling up rather fast. The classic Viper wall, changing ever so slightly from trying to get one. Buzzy does get picked off instead, and High Drive getting the trade. Wisely getting the Marshall shot, but getting traded out with Dylan there.
And now this post plant's going to be tough to pull off here from this defense.
And there we go, surgical cleanups on the post plant. Server Corps getting one for the board, putting themselves up there, and gets a really big play on there. And go.
Yeah, I mean, Bug going for a really high risk, high reward play there. I mean, the Viper wall's up, they're planting. You know about where they're planting that bomb behind that wall, so you just spray through it hoping for the kill. But doesn't find it, has to reload, the wall comes down, caught with their pants down. Bug a little unlucky there, but I mean, even if they got that one kill, delayed the plant, the wall, I mean, it's a totally different game, a little bit unfortunate.
Different ballpark. Pre-aiming for the start here. Seems like they're not gonna have one shot. They do shoot off B long season, I think.
Which, I mean, that's a lot of information. You see the rotate coming through already.
But here we go. It is currently a 3v5 on site. So of course, post it up really quick, taking out that Phoenix ball. Now bring it to an actual.
Nightmare's over.
We do have fmell posted up on the backside. Does get traded off though. Photo shooting up at his teammates. See what happens over here on Raptor.
Oh, Bug!
Bug from screen. Getting the pick on the Raptor. Giving those by the
One enemy remaining.
Hazel getting 2 with the judge though.
Oh, Dylan.
Dylan cleans it up with 4.
Yeah, Dylan really putting in the work here on this defense, really stepping up for their team. I mean, 8 kills in 4 rounds. That's 2 per round. That's exactly what you need.
At least.
After the way map 1 went, I mean, you need someone playing like this. You need someone like Dylan on your team.
You need those fraggers. You need that entry. You need that tide shifting power on your team now. And Dylan has been showing that amazingly so far.
Just want to highlight, Dylan used the ult there in that round and already has it one all point away from happening.
All he has to do is grab an orb, get another pick, get something to basically give him another body on the board. And as we saw, he used that body to stall their push. But we have a bunch of util coming out, and no trade on the swag there after the dog put Kodo.
I've got your trail.
And here we go. No one on B site. One push towards Orange though, and the Seekers are going to get the penny when we work up.
Yeah, Tyrell just so much pressure here with the intuitive force as well. I mean, yeah, you gotta expect.
Yeah, you've seen them use that out before. You might not have seen Tyrell use it, but you know that their whole team has some sort of problem, considering they're able to start so freely.
Yeah, exactly.
And there we go. Hazel getting another with the judge, but getting turned out by fmell. Usually getting one on bugging with a trade from High Drive, and Kodomat's picking out High Drive instead. This is a 3v1 post plant for fmell to deal with. We'll see what happens.
Good headshot
fmell does
there.
get the one on top of yellow.
Is it going to be enough? Doesn't see the
There's one under. And there we go. Kodo picking it up. 2 left alive on Server Corps, going in for 3-2 onto this next round.
Yeah, good stuff there. Good attack. And, I mean, that's another... it seems like Funny Fingers are playing this high-risk, high-reward type game. Swag King really far pushed up there at B long. And, I mean, yeah, you get a kill. Maybe you get 2. Maybe you get some utility down. You can make a lot of impact, but doesn't find anything and gets picked off early. And you didn't have anyone else there on B. You were kind of hoping for Swag King to pull something off there, and it just doesn't work out in your favor, and the full push comes through. It's going to be actually the knives.
We're going to be on a save by Funny Fingers. Disabling the jet knives is going to be really, really tough to deal with now. I think we're going to pass these knives back out, but still being able to take up the space with Tyrell getting the entry pick. Tyrell not playing backside, getting the one and trading out. And Dylan getting one on Tyrell as well.
Yeah, not quite over yet. As I mean, these sheriffs, they pack a punch, and especially when you're as good as these guys are, headshots make a difference.
And here we go. We do have the jet up on Rafters. Does getting spotted though by Dylan. Using the raise nade to flush him out.
Last player standing.
Doesn't see Huza. Huza does get the pick on the stage. Now in a 2v1 situation here for Dylan.
Nope.
Not quite there. Ball gets traded out because of the flash. Huza bringing the round in 3-3.
Yeah, I mean, doing their best there. Dylan getting a few headshots. You're trying to find the trades as quickly as possible there on that defense line, especially on a Thrifty. So getting it down to a 2v1, not the worst possible scenario, but you'd like to get them a little more out, especially maybe that Raze ultimate too. I mean, that's scary when you see a Raze that can just come flying in and get a pick there.
And with that Viper pit up, it's really difficult to deal with it.
Oh yeah,
considering he just barely missed the timing on the Viper when the body fell. And he was more focused thinking, oh, since that body fell, they probably pushed back towards the front of sight and pulled me away. But unfortunately, doesn't have to do with both of them. Cover going out. Here we go. Another A push. Another hard A push. Already getting on sight. I love getting one.
Yeah, but
he does have teleport.
Yeah, fmell was caught in a pinch there, yeah.
We got 5v3 on this post plant here. Full post out of course. Tyrell getting another.
Tyrell one more.
Another and one more. Tyrell getting 4 for that round.
I mean, when you can attack as quickly as Servercore can, it's hard to it's hard to think that that's going to go wrong. Funny Fingers, they start panicking. You know, fmell there had an angle, but then had to back off to an angle where there's no way that they're getting out. fmell's stuck there in that corner.
Right.
It's just with the amount of speed coming out, you got a jet dashing in, you got the Raze blast packing in over your heads, and then I'm on the alt there to get out. There's too much speed. fmell's pressured. You need a little bit more help from your teammate, maybe.
And as I said, with the way that this team is, seeing that Liza was on the jet last game, and there we go, the double last pack in. With the role switch, I figured, put on a map like
Spike planted.
Where we can play this can't hold off. But it's probably
one enemy remaining.
He switched over to the race and was more comfortable also taking those kind of fights. And as we saw there, being able to W key on site with Liza, taking that space and getting those frags, going into the next round 5-3 with beautiful ego.
Yeah, I mean,
Hazel's still on that judge.
What an incredible switch up there from the side of Servercore. I mean, the first 4 rounds, you're down 3-1. Nothing's. I mean, you get a few kills here and there. It's just not going your way though. And then you find the momentum, and that's all that really Valorant's about. You find the momentum, you find the confidence, you get it back, and you can start rolling. You got 4 rounds in a row now, and who knows if it's going to slow down anytime soon. As now both these teams on a full buy. It's going to come down to which team can execute better. The Hunter Fury coming out first.
Drops the ult for 2 shots though. He does get pinched over. Does get 2 though.
Bug putting in work. Gets taken out there by Huza, but I mean the damage has already been done. Is it going to be any more? Ooh. I mean, High Drive has to find a kill there. Huza's down to 8 HP, looking for something. Gonna get taken out there by Dylan. Is it going to be enough? It is.
Hailstorm with the enough going 4-5 into this arc round. I was going to say before this round started that Servercore has been very good at converting their momentum and keeping those rounds going, but as we saw, Funny Fingers getting those picks from Bug and just shutting it all down instantly.
Yeah, I mean, you don't expect Bug to actually pull off 2 of those kills there and stay alive for a few more seconds to just draw some more time off the clock. So it's another high risk, high reward kind of play, which is what we've seen Funny Fingers doing all day, is put themselves in these positions where if they don't get a pick, it could lose them the round, but their Bug makes it work, gets 2, and pulls Funny Fingers back into this one.
Oh yeah, it is beautiful so far from both teams. seeing how they've been trading this util, trading their bullets, trading all these shots in order to get that damage. Here we see, oh my, sorry about that. Here we see another full take for B.
One Spike down.
Does
B.
get one, almost gets two though.
Some good damage. He's gonna force the heal out from high drive. Takes a wide peek though. Gets headshot. Good trade there. I mean, the spike's still not down there, but in the backline could have found out by Dylan. Dylan on this high ground. Really unexpected. Tyrell's just holding up at yellow. Don't think it's gonna be enough as the double peek comes through. Finally,
Heal him out though.
Yeah, good play by there by fmell. I mean, gets like not really a crossfire, but you know, Dylan's on the high ground, fmell's on the low ground.
On the quick swings there.
Yeah, exactly.
Here we go, going into this next round, 5-5. 2 rounds left on this half, and as we've seen, this really defensive comp, this really attack side of comp, it's been back and forth, but we'll see what happens when we switch up the roles and we see the defense demons of Server Corps post up on their angles and hold these positions like there's no tomorrow. But we need to see Funny Fingers as we've seen, they're better on defense. They've gotten a lot of quick shots, off angles, unexpected positions in these picks. We need to see them perform on the defense side or on the attack side as well. Otherwise, it would have all been for naught.
Looks like high drive alone on B there, taking a tough position near yellow. I mean, if high drive goes down at a point like this, it's gonna look bad there for that defense side for Funny Fingers. But
we're playing a more default sort of strat this round. Both sides sort of spread out all across the map, trying to take up that space. We see high drive scaling up, but going to have to fight this judge very soon. Can't take it down, and now they know, hey, we might be able to clear out some side on B, but the opposite might come, and they might just take it A.
I've got your trail.
Like the rotates coming in from B, gonna be Sky using the ult as well, just trying to find some information. A knife comes through, just a little bit of presence. Then it looks like,
found one.
I mean, yeah, you got the Jed. Why is it going on to point? And Tyrell 2 kills already with the 2 to force. It's such a good weapon to have in your hands, especially with someone who has aim like Tyrell. And onto A they go. 5v1. It's looking bad here for Bug.
Bug still getting one though on that pick on Kitchen.
I mean, can Bug pull it back? It's gonna be a tough one. You'd think they want to save here with about 1 round to go, but hey, maybe hurt the eco a little bit as well. See if they can get any more.
To work with.
Tyrell sneaking up as well. Bug not
to finish getting 3, going 6-5 into this next round for Server Corps.
Last round in the half.
Got 1 round to go. You gotta hope you have enough money here. Yeah. It's going to be one more nail-biter of a round before we go to half. I mean, that was a great round there from that attacking side of Server Corps. I mean, you played slow. You waited until you got high drive to push up just a little too far through that B long, which is, we talked about it on Bind, you know, you got a little too confident. You have to respect them. And once that quick mistake was found out, was taken care of, we saw the attack come through. Good stuff there from Server Corps to get themselves a lead yet again.
We go another quick execute from the A side on Server Corps. And they were getting something to show that there are 4 posted up already towards A, but the ult coming in, going to take out, just barely getting fmell to half there. Fmell on 1, Dylan getting the trade-off though. Rope in the way, but hey. 2 both sides. It is still a clean fight. High drive getting picked off before the rotate as well.
Yeah, that's a huge kill as well. I mean,
taking out the res is amazing.
Yeah,
really res. This is very, very difficult now. In the permanent 2v3, Sky heal up, being able to bring everybody back up to their full health. Only 1 player without shield, but even still. Oh, and they took the bait for the rotate. This could give them plenty of time to get the site back and free. We do have Swagging pulling back over towards the back of A site to get this quick peek on A.
Yeah, it's going to be a 3v1, yeah. Maybe a knife here would be good.
First, throwing up the Viper all
30 seconds left.
And there we go. So,
Spike planted.
A good swing there from Swag King. It's basically all up to them. They're going to be able to pull out. And the Viper's Pit is clinical. They do have the knife available. Surprised they haven't tried to use it yet as Swag King drops down. A little advised.
Around the Rosie out here. Hazel does get the one with the judge, though. Here we go. 2v1 post plan with the Viper Pit. We saw this earlier in the game. This 2v1 situation is really hard to deal with over the Viper Pit, especially considering he hasn't been in it at all. So far, but Viper does get the first pick, and Huza taking the round 7-5 for Server Corps. We're about to switch sides.
Switching sides.
Beautiful defense hat from Server.
And I mean,
amazing hat from both sides there.
Yeah, 7-5. That might be all Server Corps needs, just to be up by 2 at half instead of being tied. It might just be the slight advantage they need with how equal these two teams are playing on Icebox here. I mean, we might see this go 13-10, something like that, and then that one extra round might make all the difference. It's going to be interesting.
I mean, both teams playing amazing so far. Dylan getting those impact frags, those crazy mind games from fmell. But we've had just the same equal footing from almost the entirety of Server Corps. Like everybody on each team has had their moments, but Kodo and Tyrell and Liza have just been injury demons. They've been taking so much space this game, and here we see Kodo posted up with the shorty. They're probably going to copy the A strat that Server Corps did first round. Oh, and full flash Kodo gets
Oh my goodness. I mean, a great read there by Dylan. Just Kodo gets the upper hand. I mean, that's the shorty difference, you know? Sometimes you can't
It's
just
just the shorty diff sometimes.
Teleport's ready.
That's all there is to it.
As we saw there, beautifully posted up Tyrell on the defense here. Posted up on the flank. Why is it getting another? fmell getting the trade though.
No time.
Unfortunate.
And those shots from Bug.
Spike down A.
Hazel picking up the shorty though.
Doesn't even look like they're
Player
going for the
standing.
kill onto fmell, but gets it anyway.
We are in a 1v2 situation again. Pretty sure this is the exact same situation we saw at the end of last round. We've seen how these three players will play the situation. They don't know that the bomb is rotated.
Yeah, and also 2 shock darts already, and that Sonic. Bug might have this. Sonic's gonna clear back sight. Might not even know that.
And that's the call.
He's alone. Yeah. They have no option.
He has plenty of room to work with. Is planted for the long hit, but also planted for yellow. This default plant spot is really good when you need to get that space, but with all of this site available, there are so many positions to deal with. This retake's going to be intense, and it looks like Bug does have lineups considering where he's playing.
Looks like it. That'd be incredibly important as the flash comes out, trying to get some intel. They don't know where Bug is. It's going to be the fake first. See if they can draw out the flashes. Making a lot of noises. Bug.
Hazel pushed up close. Does get the shot on Hazel. Almost the stick, but picking it up. Bug picking the round up. Getting his pistol for them. Beautiful round 6-7.
Yeah, I don't know if Bug knew that he accidentally didn't kill the diffuser. I think he sprayed through that smoke to kill whoever was holding Spike, but took out the Sky instead. They were just lined up perfectly. Incredible stuff there from Bug, playing it slow, playing it tactically, and of course hitting the shots. I mean, that's what it comes down to.
It's what you need.
Didn't even need the shock arrows. I mean,
but as we see on the defense, we do have the force up from Hazel with the Judge, and a force from Liza with the Marshall, having to get these headshots as everybody has. Does get the wallbang body shot on Dylan and decides to pull back and reposition.
Yeah. Sometimes that's all you need. You know, a little bit of pressure there onto the attackers might slow them down a little bit.
Oh no.
How do you do it coming out?
Why is it picking on Dylan though, knowing he had no shield? Considering that, you know, Phoenix is an agent that when you sort of get hit as Phoenix, you want to use your utility to heal yourself. Especially using the Molly, even on a light buy. The Molly is good for taking space, for dealing damage, but his key part of his character is getting that heal off. And as we see Huza and Tyrell on this double peek in mid, being able to hold them off as well and get these picks off. The Spectre spam on Huza does get the pick up with the Swag King there. But they're close to that Judge. If they push Garage at all, it's over for them.
Yeah. Looks like they're going to be taking it through mid. And
So
I mean, Server Corps, they might have just crossed the line a little too far. You know, they had them right where they wanted, and they were trying to corral them together. But the picks have been going on the side of Funny Fingers. Ooh, but the Marshall's still alive. 2 for Wiza.
Two for Wiza. Currently on 3 this round. Mel does get full shot with the bug point blank and an amazing counter force from Server Corps. Picking up 6-8. That's going to be a big hit on Funny Fingers' eco.
And Wiza does fall off and die. Loses the Marshall there. Unfortunate.
Yeah. But that's fine. Marshall's only 950.
True.
Getting this force up on this next round is going to be essential for Server Corp to build this sort of constant rhythm again. As we saw during the first game, their defense is beautiful once they get that rhythm ticking. And with these role changes, it could be better, it could be worse. And so far, it seems like they've kind of found their footing. They are going to full hit B this round, though. You're going to see
Hazelstorm's hiding.
Hazel and Tyrell. Knife not seeing anything, though. Can't see
Tyrell's
either.
standing.
Oh
There we
my
go. Hazel and Tyrell
Down
and
B.
the whole team on B long. 5-second encounters like that is what makes Server Corps so
What a
clean.
play. Perfectly set up there by Tyrell and Hazel. I mean, yeah, you have one hiding in the corner. Tyrell finds the first pick, makes everyone look up there, which gives Hazel the opportunity to swing. Yep. Exactly. Hazel takes advantage of it.
Beautiful
Good stuff there.
timing there. And that's just another example of Server Corps putting this defense into perspective. Just what exactly you have to deal with.
Mm-hmm. It's clear every corner. Be ready for anything. The judge is in the game. I mean, you know Hazelstorm likes to use it. As first pick goes over to high drive there. Huza can't find that one. As a lot of stuff. Looks like another mid push, but I mean, you're getting corralled into there. You have Hazelstorm pushing through the back end. I mean,
why is it timing though? Might get one with the Marshall. Does peel off though. Doesn't know that there's Kodo. Is going to get 2, 3, and peels
Spike
off after
down
that.
mid.
Beautiful stuff there from Kodo. Beacon completely halt that push on screen.
One enemy remaining.
They do know more towards the stairs here now though. In this 1v2. Is they very slot as he no longer has bomb possession yet. Bug does get the pickup, making it 7-9.
Yeah, good play there from Dylan. Again, I mean, Funny Fingers, they struggled in that first map, but Dylan's picked it up here in the second map, leading the team. And you need a leader like that, especially after a tough first map, to bring up the morale. Say, don't worry, guys, I got this. You know, I put the team on my...
really holding his team together right now with the picks. Seeing just good util usage from the entire team, good trades, good picks. All this stuff has been amazing from both sides. And here we go, another fragmented buy again from Server Corps. But we do have the ult coming out for the push once again from Tyrell. I'm very excited to see what happens here as they do take the mid tube to B. One scaling up though, does get the pick, almost gets Dylan as well.
Yeah, not quite. A pixel off there as Dylan's working through kitchen here. I mean, keep your eye on Dylan here. Frag after frag on this Phoenix of all characters. And has that already too. Can maybe play a little faster. Is Huza going to go try to challenge him in this area? Who's going to get who here? As the swings come, Dylan's there. Dylan's ready.
Here we go. Oh, but we do get Kodo.
Last player standing.
Almost getting Dylan as well. Making a 1v3 for Wiza.
Yeah. Wiza walking through that
just
back.
barely missing Wiza.
Thinks he's not there. Oh,
Wiza's going to get the pick up here. Might smoke off and try to pick up the Vandal here, but he does have his knives on play.
doesn't look like they'll be going for the defuse now. Tried to find a pick. But Dylan putting in work time and time again. Yeah.
Picking it up for Funny Fingers, going in 8-9.
Yeah. And, I mean, everyone has been playing well off of Funny Fingers. Hey, KD, not all that matters. Swag King, I see you. Throw in the knives, get in the information. You're winning rounds. You're part. I mean, doing work. It's a team game.
Resident bottom fraggers in our games, and we've all been the resident bottom fraggers.
Oh, of course.
But we always try and use that util for our team. Get that info, get that damage, and do exactly what we need in order to get these rounds off. And so far, it's all been working. Getting the quick scale up here on A, sort of taking it slow on belt. Only having the one posted up towards A, but it is Kodo. We've seen him work wonders on top of screen. Throwing very slow util, just the smokes on A. Not really giving the full prices of where they're at.
Yeah, Wiza pulled those knives out in mid. Ooh, Dylan taking a bit of damage. Probably can heal themselves, or looks like maybe the Sage will do it there. But those wives are so effective here. I mean, Wiza pulled them in mid just so that they could go to either site, no matter where the hit was. Just controlling here. Wiza so dangerous. Nothing going right
Having
now.
them all still stacked up towards A main. knowing that their utils could stop, they've used a lot of util to try and commit onto this, and the Seekers coming out alongside of Doggies with puts Tyrell on that op, getting 2. Beautiful Reaver op, getting some shots in.
Yeah, you knew it was going to be crazy.
Post up in mid here. Getting picked off by High Drive.
High Drive on the stage has been putting in work too, and that wall's going to allow them to rotate cleanly through mid.
Go up. And there
it's going to get a fast
pick it up through B.
And that allows them so much space. You know, they're into kitchen already. That trip goes off, so we got a little bit of information there on that defense. But the bomb's going down. That wall through mid is so effective. But do they know that the other team can take it too?
Of course, no man here.
One enemy
Tyrell
remaining.
and Toto and Wiza all getting picked off on some insane timings here.
Yeah, Hydra. I mean, last round we could give credit to Dylan, but Hydra's putting in the work this round. It's Bug versus Hazel here. Bug, easy pick off.
Bug really picking it up this second half.
Sage players, not known for their fragging ability, you know, definitely a support character, but High Drive doesn't care. I mean, when you have the gun in your hands, you have the opportunity to hit the headshots, and High Drive's been doing it, taking some wide peeks, forcing the agenda. I mean, creating space. When you're playing Sage, you got to be aggressive to get the space necessary, and High Drive's been doing it.
We have Wiza on an insane off angle to get that quick peek on mid. If they take it, this shot will be crucial to this round. And as we can see, we might get one push up into mid here.
Yeah, fmell's looking there, maybe. Might see a smoke guy. Yeah, fmell looks like he wants to commit there. Drops the bomb.
Yeah, he's going to drop the bomb.
Very smart, very smart.
And off this peak, they're probably going to have the chamber pick up the ramp too. They fall off the angle at the worst time. Dylan does get one over towards the A site. They do have to recover the bomb. Still be on their default, knowing they have some room to play with on A.
fmell getting in a fight there with Huza in mid, gonna smoke themselves off so they can get out of there. And A's clear. We got 3 on A already here from the attackers. Bug is planting that bomb. And, what a great wall.
On Rafter.
Yeah.
Squeeze through, and there we go. Dylan getting the piece on the opening there.
In a 9-9 game, plays like this are so crucial. Dylan, I mean, has so much utility left to work with too. They didn't need to use any of it to get onto the site. They don't need any of it to win the round either. What a great round there.
Cleaning it up once again. Another 2-3 split on their kills there. 10-9 going into the next round for Funny Fingers.
Yeah,
taking the lead.
Absolutely insane round. It just perfectly played. You get the first pick on A, and you don't. Again, you didn't really even have to use any utility. You save all that for this round. fmell's got all their utility. I mean, Dylan's got all theirs. I mean, just great stuff there by Funny Fingers.
Beautiful.
4 in a row now. They're looking to make it 5. Looking to put the sweat on for Cervicor. It's Hazel again with the judge in their hands. Dylan looking for another first pick. Has that ultimate online too. Might want to go fast here.
They do have save red, so they always have the potential to play 6 or 7 bodies in one round, considering the Phoenix ult, considering the sage. All of these just getting these trades off. But 1 for 1, Tyrell getting one on Swag, Dylan getting one on Huza. We've seen these types of trades all day.
Yeah, in a weird way, that's all the information you need. You know the off is all the way on B right now, as Hazel's sitting there in the corner with the judge. Somehow makes it out too.
Doesn't get the finish from fmell.
You know, Hazel's around here somewhere with the judge.
Kill my ally.
There we go.
Last player
4
standing.
left, 4 serving. Photo almost getting 1 more in their blast back in another 1v4 situation for Tyrell.
Yeah.
And when we see what happens, he might just opt to save the op. Yep, there it is.
Yeah, don't want to lose that now, especially when the other team's at 11. You need to save the money. You need to find the picks there with an operator, especially Tyrell. I mean, Tyrell has been pretty clinical with it, hitting a lot of shots. Just playing it slow. And I mean,
we need to make sure make sure it's working.
Another great play there by Funny Fingers. I mean, a shout out to Swag King. I mean, died first, got opt, but that's all the information they needed. They knew the op was on B. They knew they had a pick on A. That's the confidence they needed. They knew they could take A, and they sure did. 2 up now on Cervicor. Great stuff coming out here from the attackers of Funny Fingers. Just 2 more to go to force a map 3. And Sly, it's getting good. I'm sweating a little bit.
I'm getting excited. I can't keep this sweat up, man. It's insane. These games have been. This game in particular has been so tight knit that a round like this is a essential round for both teams. You either go into game point being able to take it to map 3, or you get that momentum back, you get the pick on the round, you go in 11-10, and you have more room to work with. Especially in a live battle like this, it looks like they're playing for the 11-10 rather than the 12-9. And I wouldn't blame them. You don't want anyone on match point to have to go to that overtime. But Dylan with the flash doesn't clear the corner.
Ooh.
Almost getting 2 there from Huza. But here we go. Full team rushing towards B. Doesn't know just on top of yellow. Getting 1.
Spike planted.
Great position. Gets the headshot. Not
1 enemy remaining.
2.
Oh, Wiza! No
Wiza with
shot.
the amazing spray transfer, and Bug missing the op shot. It is a current 1v4 for Bug.
I mean, you're in a corner here if you're Bug. You only have an op. So much utility at you.
Stuck Natharel, and he is going to pick up that round. Finishing it there. Hazel with the judge kill. Beautiful stuff there. And as I said, now they're going in 11-10. They have more room to work with. Oh, it's looking great so far.
Yeah. Wiza just insane on top of yellow there. Hitting the shots, using the jet mobility to their advantage. Yeah, just doing their best to, of course, just hold down the fort in their own way. We saw that from Tyrell on Bind, and now Wiza's picking up the slack. I shouldn't say slack. Tyrell's obviously been doing work, but
they've been putting in plenty of work. Whole team looking clean so far.
Looking to tie it up now is Server Core here on Icebox.
Teleport's ready.
It's going to be Tyrell holding this angle close, and it's going to be an A hit as well. Going to get smoked off. Maybe can find the timing. Doesn't elect to take a shot. Has to teleport out of there. Going to move to the back of sight. And I mean, these smokes from Omen, they're useful. You can put them anywhere, and Tyrell gets the first.
Tyrell getting
Great
the first
shot.
Here we go. 4v3 on site for the team. Actually, 2. Good still posted up on the ramp. But with all the things, it looks like they're going to finish. Hey, Tyrell getting another onto the biggest hitters for that team. We're going to see what happens here as some of their big fighters. And getting the third. Swag getting picked off. And the last one. fmell in a 1v5. Needs to get this plant down. Needs to get this post plant set up. Otherwise, it's like for not. And here we go. Getting 1. Being able to peel away. Kill of the round. Tyrell really showing off that op skill and just how versatile he is on these agents. And that was another beautiful round for Server Core.
That's a tough one there on the attacking side too. I mean, you just need a little bit of momentum. Losing 2 in a row like that, it hurts. And now it's tied. You think, oh, we're at 11. We're so close. We just win one of these rounds and we force an overtime. But you've lost 2 in a row now. I mean, yeah, you gotta. The panic setting in.
This is the round that will cause plenty of havoc if you aren't ready. As if you lose this round for Funny Fingers, especially since they full bot, losing this round is about as good as losing the game. Being on a light buy for this next is going to be insane. But as we see, Tyrell picking off the first. Leaving it in a 4v5. We've seen them win these before. We've seen them win 3v5s, 3v5s, etc., etc. But on B site, it's a lot harder because you need to clear off these angles and to pull it off, especially since you've got all this Yuto flying out now. Having 2 stack towards yellow. Why is Bug getting 2 with his op? Actually insane. Here we have Kodo pushing up the flank.
Yeah, the flank there. That's going to be important.
Joke's over. You're dead.
They don't clear it out. This could be the game right here.
Dylan in the ultimate knows he has the confidence, but it's going to be Kodo on the flank again, getting Bug taken out.
1 enemy.
Oh, and waiting for the ultimate. Kodo's right there.
For the
has the ultimate.
1v2.
fmell.
And that's it. That is 12-11 for Server Corp. This is a nail biter of a game. I've been loving this map too. And I mean, this next round will mean everything. If they don't get this thrifty here, they don't get this late buy, it's over. That's match point.
I want to say the confidence from Tyrell there gets darted there. They know exactly where he is on top of yellow, but just holds the angle anyway with the op and gets the pick. He does not care. I mean, great confidence. I mean, 3 in a row now here for Server Corp, and looking to end the championship hopes of Funny Fingers in the first round in fmell's own tournament. Let's see what he can do here in mid.
Let's see what happens. But it seems like they still have enough first reply since they've lost a few ago. Tyrell does miss the first shot with his tour de force, but he still has the able to pick it up. Pretty sure he gave Wiza the op instead. Let's see what happens.
Had the opportunity there, and now they're in through kitchen. Find anyone.
Tyrell getting one, Koto getting another.
And, I mean,
Hazel getting a third. The judge only minutes and putting in the work.
Tango down.
Swag does get one in kitchen, leaving it a 2v4. And we've seen these before. We've seen all of them. Stack towards fmell getting another Wiza. Getting caught on the reload by
now 1v3
on the bomb, and it's gonna look really good.
Oh,
Tyrell getting swung after
Defenders
the flash misses for a 13-11 finish from Server Corp. Looking beautiful there. What an amazing game. That was so good.
Icebox, just a crazy map there, back and forth. I gotta hand it to the side of Funny Fingers. Dylan putting it all together, doing their best. High drive as well. Great stuff there.
Such amazing plays.
Great.
Dylan, high drive, bug, fmell, and Swag King. Swag King being just a big info center for that game. But fmell, great controller plays. Good smokes, good utility, good shots, good pickups. Bug, high drive, and Dylan, amazing fraggers right there. Good util from all three. Good trades. Good first picks, as we saw Dylan with so many first bloods that it was necessary to keep these rounds cleaned up. But we can't forget the side of Server Corp, the winner of the round, going into the next match. Like as we could see here, Server Corp on that first map was so abusive in how well they played defense. But this second game was way closer. Having to start on the attack, having to make a more attack-sided comp. And still, beautifully done.
Still beautifully done, of course. And Tyrell, I mean, picking up that chamber in the second map after playing on the KO, just perfect. I mean, great stuff from Tyrell. You got to highlight Wiza on the Duelist. I mean, it's not easy to play Duelist. I mean, no matter what some people may say, it's not easy at all, makes it work. Just great stuff from those top fraggers. And of course, that means if we look at the bracket here, Peaky Blinders versus Server Corp will be happening in our semi-finals already. A 4 versus 8. Ooh. Incredible stuff.
Beautiful stuff.
Can't
wait to see what's going on.
Yeah, most definitely. But, welcome back. Looks like we have Koto in here. Might have been voted our player of the series.
Okay.
First of all, glad to have you here, and congratulations on that victory.
Thank you very much. Good to be here. Good to be recognized.
Good to be recognized. Doing fantastic on that raise, and we saw a lot of really good ultis. You guys just had a lot of map control towards the end. What are some things that you think really helped lead your team to this victory?
So my team is very much just it's just me and my friends. I assume a lot of the teams in this are, but we rarely play seriously, and we have Hazel, who's the shotgun guy. So we kind of we kind of played around that, because this isn't just a tournament thing. He only ever touches the shotgun ever at all.
It makes a brand for him.
Exactly. So it was just playing around that. It was a lot of fun. Just kind of making space for people to really just do what they want to do, honestly.
Oh yeah, and a question from my end is, I saw you make the switch from Chamber to Raze. It seems like you're comfortable on plenty of roles. Are there any agents in particular that you think you fully excel on, or something like that?
Chamber's probably my best pick, because I am an op one trick. I only recently picked up Raze because she's very fun. I like movement a lot. I main Lucio in Overwatch, and any movement character in any game I always go with. So playing Raze, playing like a Yoru, TPing, anything that has movement is very fun to me.
Yeah, definitely. We saw a lot of operators in that map 3 we saw yesterday. Both teams essentially were running double ops, and you will be running into the Peaky Blinders later. So
Yeah,
oh god, they're double ops.
It's gonna be op versus op in that semifinals.
I don't know.
I think you're better.
How I did.
Yeah, y'all got the better. You got the better ops.
I mean, I honestly feel like I could probably out op anyone in the tournament.
Okay.
Okay.
Write it down. Write it down. Write it down.
Write it down.
Write it down. Someone clip it. Put it.
Yeah.
It's just the overall thing.
One other question. I mean, on that last map, Icebox, you lose five rounds in a row there. You go down by a few. What's the mindset there? You know, round 20, you're getting behind of the guys you just 13-1. Now you're behind them in the later stages of the map. What's the mindset in the voice comms there? You know, how do you guys get back there to finish it off 4 in a row?
I mean, the mindset is very, comp gives you a thick skin. You know, competitive. It gives you a thick skin. So, like we went down. We spoke a little bit. There wasn't too much strategizing. Just kind of like they're doing this. There wasn't any really like. No one was really depressed or anything about it because you know what happens. And you know we 13-1 these guys, so like you know it's not a challenge to get those rounds back. So
so confidence.
Came back. Yeah, honestly, yeah.
Just building up that extra layer of being.
Everyone on my team in that match knew we were better. So that's all it was.
Well, love to hear the confidence.
Oh yeah.
I think for questions for me, Ryan Slicefans, do you have anything else?
All good here.
No, all I gotta say is I need to see more of that tour de force in that next game.
Yeah, super excited to see it. Well, thank you for joining us for a quick interview. Looking forward to your match, but up versus the Peaky Blinders. But yeah, once again, congratulations on the victory.
Yeah, thank you so much, guys. Great cast.
Yeah, have a good one.
Have a great day.
Thank you.
So that will be, of course, Server Corpse. Moving on, fmell, you know, owner of the tournament, unfortunately, is going to be knocked out. But nonetheless, it gives him a little bit more time to do some hosting here on the broadcast, as he'll be with us pretty much all week long, as will, I'm assuming, you guys, Ryan and Slice Pens.
Oh, absolutely.
I will be here every day that I'm scheduled. I'll be here.
Absolutely. So really looking forward to that. But I believe that is it for us here on the desk. And you know, really, really glad to have you guys on the desk helping us cast out and get these games shown.
Of course. I mean,
100%.
It was a great game. And of course, everyone in chat, there's more games tomorrow. There's a game on Wednesday. There's a game on Thursday. Believe it or not, there's a game on Friday and Saturday.
Too.
It's all week. So just keep coming back.
I gotta stop today. Don't forget, y'all can follow and please come back for more because we'll be seeing more of us later.
Yeah, most definitely. But of course, once again, that's going to be it for us. Thank you, everyone, for coming out and watching. And until tomorrow, we'll see you then.
Cheers. See ya.